Good morning. Technically, yes. I was perusing the lyrics, which are into the description down in the bottom of the original. You want to check all that out? It's a link to the original is in the description of this video. Rogue Wave, I am starting to think I've never heard before. It's very possibly a first listen. And boy, do I throw out the... like I said, I was looking at the lyrics. So we could hop down there quick so you see what I'm saying before we... A little bread, a little circuses. It serves as a diversion for devils and death merchants. I'm the kind of a-hole who condemns those watching football for watching their football. And people love that shit. But I'm like, how are we not remote? I mean, is there a direct line to this to the Coliseum? Just brushed off that brain damage hype from when that happened. Grin 'em thicker helmets, but I mean, come on. But then the political podosphere, podcasting sphere, same difference, right? I mean, it's all distractions to keep you from becoming that pitchfork and torch wielding mob or some sort of rogue wave washing civilization off the shoreline. The bread and circuses probably served their purpose, unfortunately. And along with the death merchants and the bad guys, unfortunately, the normies and the sheeple eat that shit up. Sad to say.
Yeah, a little bread, a little circus. It served as a diversion for devils and death merchants. I was curled up underneath the swirling thread of reds and purples. Lumberjack flannel, strapping saddles over servals, pedaling in circles with 10,000 maniacs in Yankee caps who get to know the neighbors every time they tip the ladle back. Ragtag cats and canines who catch fat tags on the fabric of space-time. All work, no play. Dull boys rotate. Old boy, ghost face, Tolstoy, Coltrane grows up, coughing nails off the rails. Born bathed in a tornado with claws and tails. Got skulls on his sails, cobras on the pleather. Salt and pepper soldiers barely holding it together, but supposedly awoken down and mobilized whenever. You're pretty much a gomer pile to pester. Remember, I'm problematic trouble. I will commandeer the goulash under hockey hair. Zoom off on a blue ox through the blogosphere with puppies for your mama bear. Carrots for the Vitamix, kibble for the puppy, something bloody for the fire pit.
Now, the comments in Ravenous, I am not as attentive as I should be. I apologize, especially your support is much appreciated. But this one, thick. Because I hear the Blue Ox and I'm like, oh man, here you go. From Paul Bunyan to Prince, we got Tolstoy, Ghostface, Old Boy. That movie just blew my mind. I mean, that was to take something so horrible and create such an incredible movie, and that ending of the original just mess your brain up. I mean, it is mess your brain up stuff. So this, I was like, man, because I've been realizing with the back and forth, I'm reading it, but I'm not commenting enough, is Ravenous telling me about, missing this or not hearing that. And it's where we come from in our lifeline, right? The Blue Ox could be a popular something, if you're not in a... It's been a long time since we talked about Johnny Appleseed in school. Some of those stories, right? A Pop-O-Matic, that you're, what? The kid who caught that on a retro gaming YouTube video, maybe? But does everyone know about the bubble and the dice? And I mean, I don't know. I'm lucky enough to maybe not be a kindred spirit, but be old enough to have lived through even more or the same that the artist did, which helps because he's just so steeped in popular culture references. And this one just got, I was like, because the 10,000 Maniacs, it could be a reference to that mob in the Yankee caps, but there's also seems like there's there's all these, like I say, the Prince wig, Prince, and 10,000 Maniacs, and Coltrane, and Ghostface, and then one of the problems is that sometimes it all goes right over my head, right? I'm like, it's not like a rogue wave hitting me and washing me into reality going, oh, I know all those pop culture references. I'm like, but this has got a whole lot of stuff. If I'm not let's say I'm not following the storyline per se at this point in the song, I'm still just super intrigued by the use of language and the word play. I don't want to be the typical, but the whole, it could be three different things. I got to flex my rap and hip hop knowledge at cards the other day, and someone was telling me something about something in a Webby tune, and I kind of winked and nodded, and I'm like, I think it means this and that at the same time too, and tried to, open up the idea that if you're looking for the multi-layered cipher, it gets more, interesting? I can't claim I'm good at it. I could just claim I recognize its existence, and here would be a good place to point it out. That he definitely plays with a word that means something in context to his story, but that word also, Ange and I do it all the time, just the two words together, and it means the song title, and we're just throwing out weird references, and it's, all of a sudden it's like listening to an Aesop tune. Cool.
Blue Ox through the blogosphere with
but yeah, it's
Blue
Blue Ox. I mean, I'm like, come on, man. I got to look down in here. Yeah, and you're riding the Blue Ox. I mean, I'm like this guy, fucking straight up messing with Paul Bunyan.
Carrots for the Vitamix, kibble for the puppy, something bloody for the fire pit. Never mind the appetizer, writhing in a spider web. Stare into it long enough, you biters just might find yourselves. Tea with the dark side, Slimer on speed dial. Sleep on a couch or a street or a leaf pile. Our kind cannot be redeemed. I'm a cancer on the glamour, I can't with the me. No anesthesia surgeon with the signal jammer, scrambling the feed. Distributing the panacea free all day. There is no amount of our fathers that could remedy the black dog breathing down his collar. Mikasa like a Oscar.
So I saw that right there, right? And, could be a black dog breathed out his collar, an idea for dread or despair, but I mean, black dog, you had a Zeppelin tune. I think it's just all over this one. I mean, it's just, like I said, I'm not sure what the ultimate idea is. I'd have to go back 2 or 3 times, I think, before I figured that out. Because this one is just so steeped in what I think is just pop. It just seems to be a pop culture. It's a rogue wave of pop culture references, in my personal opinion. But all my opinions are for entertainment, and they're probably wrong.
Dog breathing down his collar. Mikasa like a Oscar. Hot and popping out of flip lid. Eye patch, Prince wig. Disappearing grid blip. Stiff lip. Sure the shit talking Centurion. Tisk tisk. I don't really wiggle with invertebrates. Perp in a thurible. Offsides. Torstein merch in a urinal. It's nothing personal. Dirtbag. Nah, don't provoke him to act up. I'm golden doing donuts in the Totoro cat bus. Everything I touch turn a black sludge. Bugs in a bag launch. Punch through a Mack truck. Hunchback, get y'all acquainted with the contagion. Nobody safe, say hello to well-being.
Well, there we go. There is the obvious. It brings me back to what it possibly could be about with a I. So anytime, I guess what I do is I try to take it in, I think. And then when I can find it, look at the personal references from the, position of the person spitting the bars or telling the story. And then I get to my first key on my quest to unlock whatever the hell this is about. But it's like a mod in a D&D game. It's like it's my dungeon master, all right? And it's leading me through the cave, and it's tossing me out clues. It's slapping me around with monsters and myths and ideas from areas that I just have. How does he pull it all together? And and I still don't know what the hell it's about yet.
beyond containment. I came for every cell between the belfry and the basement. You maybe wanna telephone your favorites. We take it where the warlocks lock horns, soda pop popcorn, top notch gore, set tobacco over foghorns. Snotty nose clogged pores, fork in his heart. Back away or catch a halo made of orbiting stars. Yeah. Transform in the dark. Got a dog nose sniffing out the source of the snark. Got a cat's ears twitching every snap of a twig. Triangulate your position, a simple rabbit to skin. I've been an echo in the dark who demo applied science at the parlay. Barf rainbows and cry diamonds, okay. Ready, Freddy, headlong into creeping death. Respawn where you least expect.
Did he just say into headlong into creeping death? Headlong into creeping death. Okay, ready, Freddy. I mean, come on. I mean, you know, there's some pretty famous Freddy artists. So, I mean, we could, that works in a whole lot of, you know. I'm not saying creeping death is a reference to the, right, the song. But when you look at all the other artists, no anesthesia. Anesthesia and creeping death in one song? I don't know. You think you ever listen to a Metallica album? Or knows of their existence? Because it could work. And let's say it has nothing to do with that. As a fan or a ex-fan, like I'm a Metallica expatriate. Expat, but you know, I left Metallica and I'm not returning. It's Lars's fault. But being that, I still project that in there, even if it didn't mean that. Another reason I love this stuff. This is for sure a first listen. I had never heard this before. You know, yeah, I roll into the rogue wave. Oh, yeah, no, I think I get it. It's just overwhelming wordplay to just spill over my brain and make me want to listen to it over and over and over again. I'm thinking
I could pick a pen and Tumblr right in front of the guard. Out the front with another Picasso under his arm. Hit the city limits, still exhibiting his inner coal field, baby. I'm HE double hockey sticks on wheels. New dawn, show him how the voodoo doll feels. Plus launch.
Come on. Oh, maybe we'll just listen to the song once of Hell on Wheels. Hell on Wheels. On I mean, it's just so many voodoo doll, and all these just well, that one doesn't actually. It just is cool. It's just cool.
Fireballs from the palm heels on an otherwise slow day. This is how I roll into the rogue wave, yo.
Oh, I think it is. In my personal opinion, which means nothing. Holy crap, it just feels to me that end is a big old, I'm bored. This is what I can do when I'm bored. I don't know. I'm not. God, is this just a fucking encyclopedia soup, straight flexing? Where I've been, what I can do, how badass I am, what's wrong, what's good, what's bad. This is what I do for fun kind of thing. I interrupted the video a lot.
Yeah. A little bread, a little circus. It served as a diversion for devils and death merchants. I was curled up underneath the swirling thread of reds and purples. Lumberjack flannel, strapping saddles over servals. Pedaling in circles with 10,000 maniacs in Yankee caps who get to know the neighbors every time they tip the ladle back. Ragtag cats and canines who catch fat tags on the fabric of space-time. All work, no play. Dull boys rotate. Old boy, ghost face, Tolstoy, Coltrane grows up off the nails off the rails. Born bathed in a tornado with claws and tails. Got skulls on his sails.
Okay. but now I think I get more second time through. Is this possibly? We set up the story. I'm going to give you a little bread and circuses. Mostly it's a diversion for devils and death merchants, but at this moment it might work for you too. I'm curled up underneath the swirling thread of reds and purples. I think the imagery to create that world out there that's scary to walk into some days. You're cold. You get your lumberjack. You get your flannels all over there. But you're living the rat race, paddling in circles with 10,000 maniacs and Yankee scaps. I think that's to establish New York. Running around with just 100,000 nut jobs than living in your city, because I love living in a city. I listen to that all the time. Yeah, no, and then so set it up. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna throw you a little bread and circuses right now, motherfuckers. And then to where he's positioned, he's telling his tale from, well, curled up in a ball because life is real. Then maybe after the 10,000 Maniacs, these next bars are really a going into the sights, sounds, and inspirations of his environment that turn him into a pop-o-matic troublemaker while we're all just Gomer piles to pester. Oh, man. I don't care if I'm wrong. This feels really right.
Cobras on the pleather, salt and pepper soldiers barely holding it together, but supposedly awoken, down and mobilized whenever. You're pretty much a Gomer pile to pester. Remember, I'm pop-o-matic trouble, I will commandeer the goulash under hockey hair. Zoom off on a blue ox through the blogosphere with poppies for your mama bear. Carrots for the Vitamix, kibble for the puppy, something bloody for the fire pit. Never mind the appetizer riding in a spider web.
Oh, man, I do hear it a lot clearer the second time through. So then, who you are, what I am, who we are, what I am, how I'm going to do it, and then a very poetic list of the hows and whys. I'm going to feed the dog, but I got to sacrifice for the fire. I'm going to lead commanding, the goofballs all while I, got hockey hair. Filled with fantasy, fun, but then some, like the kibble for the puppy. I'll make sure your dog is fed too. I don't know. So yeah, I think, gosh, I think I do kind of, maybe, yeah, like I said, as always, I'm probably wrong.
You're into it long enough, you biters just might find yourselves. Tea with the dark side, Slimer on speed dial, sleep Slimer on a couch or a street.
The Ghostbuster right there, right? So you got Slimer on speed dial. And could be a reference to some, slimy soul that you, because everything you touch turns to black sludge. But I mean, Slimer on speed dial. I mean, yeah, I just think this is how I flex, but just mix. Yeah, no. Gosh, this just reminds me, this is what I do when I'm bored tune. I write this expansive, just wordplay, fucking like hitting a rogue wave, bitch. I just roast right into it.
No relief, pow. Our kind cannot be redeemed. I'm a cancer on the glamour. I can't with the me. No anesthesia surgeon with the signal jammer scrambling the feed. Distributing the panacea free all day. There is no amount of our fathers that could remedy the black dog breathing down his collar. Mikasa like a Oscar, hot and popping out a flip lid. Eye patch, Prince wig, disappearing grid blip. Stiff lip, sure the shit talk a centurion. Tisk tisk, I don't really wiggle with invertebrates. Perp in a thurible, offsides, tossed dime merch in a urinal.
Wait a minute. Anesthesia, sanitarium, and creeping death? Like, that is great. That is awesome. It's hard. These are, I know, they're hard to, is. It's a little harder to find each. Damn, I'm sure I just heard that.
Dip flip, sure the shit talking Centurion. Tisk tisk, I don't really wiggle with invertebrates.
No.
Perp in a thurible.
No, I'm wrong. Centurion. But there's that wink and nod to if you are at the bread and circus's point of life, talking some shit to the order followers. I like it. But I just see that's it. I projected my own want and desire into it there. So I'm glad I had the lyrics.
Both sides toss 9 merch in a urinal. It's nothing personal. Dirtbag, nah, don't provoke him to act up. I'm golden doing donuts in the Totoro cat bus. Everything I touch turn a black sludge. Bugs in a bag launch. Punch through a Mack truck. Hunchback, get y'all acquainted with the contagion. Nobody's safe, say hello to well beyond containment. I came through every cell between the belfry and the basement. You maybe wanna telephone your favorites. We ticket where the warlocks lock horns. Soda pop popcorn. Top notch gore, set tobacco over foghorns. Snotty nose clogged pores, fork in his heart. Back away, I catch a halo made of orbiting stars, yeah. Transform in the dark. Got a dog nose sniffing out the source of the snark. Got a cat's ears twitching every snap of a twig. Triangulate your position, a simple rabbit to skin. I've been an echo in the dark who demo applied science at the parlay. Barf rainbows and cry diamonds, okay. Ready, Freddy, headlong in a creeping death. Respawn where you least expect. I can pick a pen and tumbler right in front of the guard. Out the front with another Picasso under his arm. Hit the city limits, still exhibiting his inner Caulfield, baby. I'm HE double hockey sticks on wheels. New dawn, show him how to voodoo doll.
Caulfield. Isn't that a Catcher in the Rye reference then right there too? Yes, yes it is.
Feels plus launch fireballs from the palm heels. On an otherwise slow day, this is how I row into the rogue wave, yo.
Yeah. Who I am, where I was, why I do it, what inspired me, and one straight, get to the point and prove it at the end. That's how I took it all. I don't know if I'm right. For all I know, it could be something completely different. There was lines in there that I definitely twisted around to current events, and I'm like, it couldn't. Could it be that? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. But I don't know. Rogue Wave, Aesop. Wow. I really enjoyed that immensely. Obviously, it's never simple, but it is a lot of fun. Everyone out here enjoys. Thank you. And still, I'm running. I'm burning the candles at all ends. I'm trying to collect the wax so we can reforge them again, but I'm out the door. Yeah. So we're gonna make the best of it, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one, whatever that may be. I will try something different because everything gets a little interesting. It's not just Aesop. There's the hammer fall yesterday, I think, or the day before. That got actually kind of deep. It was fun. From my sense of view, I'm probably, deep as a kiddie pool over here. So later.